Let me be clear with you from the start. This is not about anger. This is not about revenge. And this is definitely not about becoming someone you're not. This is about what happens when a person is pushed too far, ignored too long, doubted too often. This is about what happens when someone decides they will never be weak again. See, the world has a strange habit. When you're kind, they call you soft. When you're quiet, they call you weak. When you're patient, they test you. When you're healing, they rush you. And when you finally snap out of it, they say you've changed. But what they never admit is this: they helped create what you became. Most people don't become strong by choice. They become strong by necessity. Because being gentle in a cruel world costs too much. And eventually, something inside you says, enough. That's where this story begins. Not with rage, not with ego, but with clarity. You see, being underestimated hurts, but it also reveals. It shows you exactly who people think you are. And more importantly, it shows you who they don't believe you can be. And that's powerful information. Because once you see that, you stop trying to prove yourself. You stop explaining. You stop begging to be understood. You get quiet. And when someone gets quiet, pay attention. Because silence is where monsters are built. Not the kind that destroy everything around them, but the kind that build discipline so sharp it cuts through excuses. The kind that turn pain into structure, emotion into control, chaos into purpose. See, most people think becoming strong means becoming loud. It doesn't. Real monsters don't announce themselves. They prepare. They wake up when no one is watching. They train when no one is clapping. They study while others are distracted. They build while others doubt. And slowly, very slowly, they stop reacting. That's when you know the transformation has begun. Because weak people react, strong people respond, and monsters, they choose. They choose when to speak, when to move, when to strike, metaphorically, in life. Let me tell you a dark truth no one likes to hear. The world does not reward potential. It rewards proof. You can be talented. You can be kind. You can be intelligent. But if you don't have discipline, none of it matters. Discipline is what turns pain into power. And pain, you've had enough of that, haven't you? Disappointment, rejection, being overlooked, being laughed at, being doubted, all of it. But here's where most people fail. They let pain turn them bitter. You don't. You let it turn you precise. You stop wasting energy on people who don't see you. You stop explaining your goals. You stop announcing your plans. You become predictable in routine, but unpredictable in results. And that's dangerous in the best possible way. They wanted a monster? Fine, but not the kind that loses control, the kind that never loses focus, the kind that doesn't need validation, the kind that doesn't seek approval, the kind that doesn't need revenge, because success is quieter and far more brutal. Here's another reality most people won't accept. When you start improving, people don't cheer. They get uncomfortable because your growth reminds them of everything they avoided. Your discipline dismisses their excuses. Your progress threatens their comfort. So they'll say things like, "You've changed. You think you're better now. You're too serious." No, you're just no longer available for nonsense. And that's when you know you're doing it right. Becoming a monster doesn't mean losing your heart. It means controlling it. It means you don't let emotions drive your decisions. You don't let fear choose your path. You don't let comfort slow you down. You feel everything, but you act with logic. That balance, that's lethal. Let me slow this down for a moment. Because if you misunderstand this message, you'll miss the point. This is not about becoming cold. This is not about hurting people. This is not about ego. This is about becoming unshakable. So stable in who you are that no opinion can move you. So disciplined in your habits that motivation becomes irrelevant. So grounded in purpose that distractions lose their pull. That's the monster, the one who doesn't need chaos to feel powerful, the one who doesn't need noise to feel seen, the one who doesn't need permission to grow. And the funny part, when you finally become that person, the same people who doubted you will try to claim you. They'll say, "I always believed in you. I knew you'd make it." Smile and keep moving, because you didn't build this version of yourself for applause. You built it for freedom. Freedom from doubt. Freedom from fear. Freedom from the old version of you that kept shrinking to make others comfortable. You're done with that. And here's the last thing I want to leave you with. Be careful who you let see the process. Everyone wants to see the result. Very few respect the grind. So build in silence. Win quietly. Grow relentlessly. If they wanted a monster, let them have one. Just make sure it's controlled, focused, disciplined, and impossible to stop. You know what hurts the most? It's not the betrayal. It's not the disrespect. It's not even the loneliness. It's realizing that at some point, you started believing that you deserved it. You stopped fighting back. You stopped defending your time, your energy, your worth. Not because you were weak, but because you were tired. And that's where most people lose themselves. They think becoming a monster means becoming cruel. No. Becoming a monster means never allowing yourself to be small again. It means you stop explaining yourself to people who never wanted to understand you. It means you stop shrinking just to make others comfortable. It means you stop begging for respect and start commanding it silently. See, the world doesn't reward kindness alone. It rewards clarity. When people sense confusion in you, they push. When they sense doubt, they test. When they sense fear, they take. And I know, because I've been there. I've been the version of myself that smiled while breaking inside. The version that stayed quiet when I should have spoken. The version that hoped people would change. They didn't. So I did. Not overnight. Not dramatically. Slowly. Quietly. Painfully. I stopped asking, "What do they think of me?" and started asking, "What do I think of myself when I wake up every morning?" That question changes everything, because once you face that truth, you can't hide anymore. You realize you're not angry at them. You're angry at yourself for tolerating less than you deserved. And listen carefully. That anger is not bad. Uncontrolled anger destroys Unfocused anger builds empires. Most people numb their pain. They distract themselves, scroll, sleep, escape. But the strongest people do something different. They sit with it. They let it burn. They let it teach. They let it shape them. Pain is information. And if you don't learn from it, you'll repeat the same lesson with different faces. That's why some people stay stuck for years. Same problems, different people, same pain. They never change the pattern, only the environment. But when you decide to become the monster they feared you'd become, you break the pattern. You stop being predictable. You stop being available to nonsense. You stop living on other people's terms. And suddenly, people feel it. Not because you said something, but because your energy shifted. You don't chase anymore. You don't over-explain anymore. You don't react instantly anymore. You observe. And observation is power. Silence is power. Discipline is power. Most people want motivation. Motivation is fragile. What you need is standards. Standards for how people talk to you. Standards for how they treat you. Standards for how much access they get to your life. The monster isn't loud. The monster is consistent. He shows up when no one is watching. He trains when no one is clapping. He improves when no one believes. And here's the truth, nobody tells you. The moment you start growing, some people will feel uncomfortable. Not because you hurt them, but because your growth reminds them of their excuses. So they'll test you again, push boundaries again. See if the old you is still alive. That's the final exam. And this time, you don't fail, you don't explode, you don't explain, you don't beg. You simply walk differently. You choose yourself calmly, unapologetically, and that's when it happens. The world adjusts. Not because it became kinder, but because you became stronger. So no, don't become a monster who destroys everything. Become the monster who builds himself so well that nothing and no one can break him again. And if this message feels heavy, good. It means it reached the part of you that's ready to change. We'll go deeper in the next part, because this isn't motivation. This is transformation.